Okay, so any question on this page you want me to go over? Oh, I know a lot of people ask about this. Direct variation. We didn't really talk about this, and you might not have learned it from your teacher last year because it was out of the grade 9 curriculum. Direct variation, all it means is starts at 0. That's what direct variation means. So in this case, line 1 is a direct variation, and line 2 doesn't start at 0. Who knows the name for it then? If it's not direct variation, it's called, good job, partial, right? So this one is a direct variation, and this one is called a partial variation. Alright, it's normal if you don't know it because it was out of the curriculum last year. Okay. But then what's weird is they didn't put it back anywhere. They didn't put it in the grade 8, they didn't put it in the grade 10, so I don't know where they expect you to pick that up. So okay, so for this one, which choice best represent the statement? So only statement 1 is true. Line 1 is a direct variation. Yes, it is. Right. Pay is the independent variable. So no, pay is the dependent variable. Right. Hours work is the independent. So not 2. And then line 2 represents a lower paying job than line 1. So line 2 actually starts out higher. It's just that eventually, after a certain number of hours, it becomes lower. So this is not true as well. Okay. Unless the whole line was under line 1, this one starts out higher, ends up lower. Okay. So then, in this case, answer is A. Only 1 is true. Okay. Any one of these? And from question 1 to 10 in the multiple choice, are there any one that you want me to discuss? Yeah. 7. Okay. Identify the simplification of this. Okay, good. Good question. So 12 minus distributive property. Okay. Negative 9 times x is negative 9x. Negative 9 times negative 5. What does that give you? Negative 9 times negative 5. Yep. Positive 45. Good. Okay. And then this right here, even though there is no number outside, but because there's that negative, it's like you're multiplying everything by negative 1. So negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. Negative 1 times positive 4 is negative 4. And then from here, you can group your like terms. So the x goes together, and then the number goes together. So this is negative 12x, and then 12 plus 45 minus 4, you get 53. Okay. Notice this is an expression. Right? So this is an expression. These are expressions. When there are equal signs, that's what makes it equation. So that's the difference between expression and an equation. Since this is just an expression, that's why none of the signs changed. You're just grouping the signs together. When there's an equal sign and you move from left to right or right to left, that's when the signs changes. Okay. Any other one from this 1 to 10? Okay, so back page. Let's see. Let's do 11. I'm picking and choosing questions that are worthwhile to take up. So this, change it into an improper fraction first. So 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 3, 27. So 27 over 8. Plus, again, change this into an improper fraction. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So this right here is negative 13 over 6. Be very careful. A lot of people do 6 times negative 2, which gives you negative 12, and then plus 1. So then they get negative 11 over 6. Remember, the negative is not part of the improper fraction. So when you change it, you do 12 plus 1. Okay? Not 11 over 6. Okay? That's a common mistake that people do. Okay, next I need lowest common denominator between 8 and 6. So in this case, it's going to be 24. 8 times 3 gives me 24. So 27 times 3. 27 times 3 gives me 81. 6 times 4 gives me the 24. So 13 times 4, 52. Okay, these two signs are side by side, the plus and minus. That's why I combine it to make the minus in between. So 81, take away 52, I get 29 over 24. On the test, it will ask you to change it back to a mixed number form for final answer. So this, when you do long division, you'll get 1 and 5 over 24 left. So my answer, A. Okay. Okay, which of the following is furthest to the right of 0 on the number line? AKA, which one is the biggest number? Okay. Furthest away from the number line means the biggest number. So all of these are positive because there's a square. So all these negative numbers become positive as well. And so for this one, when you figure it out, number 13, hi, Ryan. C. Okay. Okay, I'm just taking a look which one to take out. Let's do 16. Number 16. 4 times 2x minus 3 plus 6x squared. So distribute. So 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Now that I simplified it, can I simplify this anymore? Can I group anything else together? Nope. This is an x squared term, this is an x term, this is a number. So can't combine anything else. I'm going to sub in x equals negative 1. Whenever I do substitution, remember brackets. Okay. Without the brackets, you've changed the whole expression. Okay. So 8 times negative 1, negative 8. Minus 12 plus 6 times positive 1, which is just 6. So when you subtract and add these together, negative 20 plus 6, you get negative 14. So my answer is D. Okay. 17, which is not on the line. So what you have to do is plug in these numbers. 4 for x, negative 14 for y. See which ones does not equal. The one that's not equal would be the one that's not on the line. So 17, the answer was B. So this one. So when you sub in negative 2 for x, negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. 6 minus 2 is 4, not 3. So that's how you know it's not on the line. Okay. Let's see. 18 is just the slope formula. 19, x-intercept, y-intercept. To find the x-intercept, you let y equal 0. To find the y-intercept, you let x equal 0. This one. Hi. Okay. So the Radine, the next one is Dennison. So if he comes, then you're back to your spot. Okay. So this one, Sarah rents a car for a day. She's charged $35 plus 20 cents per kilometer. Which of the following statement is false? If I were to write an equation for this, what's my equation and y equals mx plus b for? Okay, I have this, I have this. How do I write it in? How do I write out the equation for it? Was your hand up? No? Okay, but do you want to answer? Oh, but I just want the equation. So you'll have y equal. Okay, so Taisha? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. Your slope is always the per part, the per something, the each, the every. So that's how you know this is your M. And then the flat rate, that's going to be your B. Right? So if the question was asking you to write the equation, that's how you would put together. Initial cost is 35. Yep, that's my starting value. Rate of change is 20 cents. Yep. The relationship between cost and distance driven is a direct variation. So again, the direct variation. So this one is not, because we have a y-intercept of 35. Direct variation means starts at 0. So this, because you have a, so basically A and C, they're like the opposite of each other. Right? If it's a direct variation, it means that it has no starting cost. And then it will cost Sarah $55 to rent the car for 1 day and drive 100 kilometers. So if you do 0.20 times 100 plus 35, you should get 55. All right, so the answer right here is C. Okay, so this one is worth mentioning. Which of the following statements are true? First difference of a linear relation are constant. Yep. First difference, remember that when you have a table of value, you subtract the y values backwards, they should all be the same. So that is right. The equation of a linear relation has a degree of 1. So yeah, y equals mx plus b. So that's a degree 1. Degree means exponent 1. Okay, exponent. The first difference of a nonlinear relation are not constant. That is also correct. Because it's for nonlinear, and again, like A and C are kind of opposite to each other again. First difference of a linear relation are constant. First difference of a nonlinear is not constant. Makes sense to me. And so the answer, D. All of them are correct. Okay. So this last one right here is just P equals 2 lengths plus 2W. So you just have to sub in these into here to see if you get the 120. So 2 times 55 plus 2 times 5 to see if it equals 120. So the answer is C for this one. Okay. When you just plug in the numbers, you don't get 120. All right. So those were the multiple choice questions for number sense. So the fractions, rational numbers, these things. All right. And then this back page. This back page is based on the graphing. As you know, you will definitely see graphing questions on the test. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I gave you guys the answers for the multiple choice. So I want to just go over some of these, the full solution question. Sketch the graph of this using slope and y-intercept. So I know that some people are still struggling with that. So let me draw that with you guys. Okay. Oops, sorry. Number 6. So number 6 right here, you're given the equation y equals negative 4 over 5x plus 3. This is my slope. So m equals negative 4 over 5. And this is my y-intercept, which is 3. So when I graph this, alright, that's my x-axis, that's my y-axis. What point do I plot first? Yep. Y-intercept at 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. So right here, I'm going to plot this point. And then from this point, I'm going to do my slope, my rise over run. So since it's negative, which way am I going to go? Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go over to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's my second point. Okay. So I can make a graph using the slope and y-intercept method. What's another way that I can create a graph? What's another method to make a graph? I can make a table of values. I can make a table of values. What's another way? What's another way to graph a line? What is this point? My y-intercept. What is this point? Yeah, the x-intercept. So the second way is I could do my x and y-intercept and then get the 2 points to graph the line. Alright, so 3 different ways to graph a line. If I don't say which way to use, you can choose. If I do say that method, then you would have to do a certain method. So make sure you know all 3 types. Slope intercept, x and y intercept, table of value. Okay. Number 7. Are the points collinear? What does the word collinear mean again? Collinear. Yep. 3 points on the same line. So if these 3 points are on the same line, what characteristics do they have in common? Yeah. Same slope. That's right. Means that the points have the same slope. Alright. So I have these 3 points. I can try the slope of A and B. Okay. So 7 minus negative 4 over negative 3 minus negative 10. So 7 plus 4 gives me 11. Negative 3 plus 10 gives me 7. Right, so my slope for A and B is 11 over 7. So now I'm going to try the slope between AC. Okay, so the slope between AC, 14 minus negative 4 over 2 minus negative 10. Slope of AC. So when I add this, I get 18 over 12, which is 9 over 6, 3 over 2. Right, when I reduced it. Are they the same slope? Nope. That means not collinear. So that means these 3 points do not make the same line. Now, let's just say they are the same. Do I need to do the slope between BC? No. Right? Because if these 2 points have the same slope, these 2 points have the same slope, that means these 2 points has the same slope. So I don't need to do the third time. Hey. Okay, number 8. Number 8, I know that some people had trouble with number 8. Okay, so point M and N lie on a line that has a slope of 3/7. Determine the value of K. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 points into the slope equation first. So M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I know what the slope is. The slope here says it's 3/7. So I'm going to put that in. y2, k. y1, 6. x2, -7. x1, 14. Okay, so I substitute the numbers into the formula. And then I can simplify this bottom right here. -21. Okay. I have a fraction equal a fraction. Easiest way to do this, cross multiply. So do cross multiplication. So 7 times k minus 6 equals 3 times -21, -63. Okay. You can either multiply this in, or you can just move that 7 over by dividing. Remember, you're trying to solve for k. So at the end, I want k equals. So moving that over, you get -9. So k minus 6 equals -9. So now when you move that -6 over, you plus. So -9 plus 6, you get -3. So that second coordinate would be -7 and -3. Okay. Okay, so I don't think everybody got to the last page, number 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I'm going to give you guys some time right now to try 9, 10, 11, 12 first, and then I will take it up before the end of class. Right, so these were, so how many of you finished 9, 10, 11, and 12? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. So I will, so those who didn't, try these ones right now. Those who did, I'm gonna upload some extra practice questions for you guys, the ones that we'll do for tomorrow. Okay, so that you guys can have the extra practice. Okay, so right now, try these ones, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Try it first. Hi, Denison. Redeem. Yeah, so you can. He's gonna move back to his seat. Everybody's here today. Oh yeah, who's? Oh,
Are you sure he's back?
he might come. Sure. Essay. What's wrong with your desk?
It's too close.
It's too close. You chose that at the beginning. Okay. So work on these right now, and then we'll take it up before you go.